we got our rectus abdominis. So right here, I kind of yarned it as well too, and then put some ribbons on top, and then attached it right there. For the action of the rectus abdominis for Bruce is gonna be, let's see, sorry about that. It's gonna flex the vertebral column as well to tilt the pelvis posteriorly as well. Actually, for his origin as well, it's gonna be here at the pubic crest, pubic symphysis. Sorry about that. I can show you a little imaging, just right there. That's where his origin is gonna be. For his insertion, actually, it's gonna be at the cartilages. So right here, at the cartilage of 5th, 6th, and 7th, the ribs and the exvoid process. So if you can see, I kind of yarned the exvoid process with it, so it kind of outlines the insertion. Oops, his longismus. Sorry about that. So yep, that's gonna be for the first part for the thoracic and the vertebral. On to my next one. I want to get the, let's see, the legs. So we have right here, I'll just give you a quick overview so you won't be everywhere. This is going to be the tensor fascia latae. And I got my rectus femoris right here, this little yarn. And as well to the very back, bicep femoris. And let's see what else. Bicep femoris. And one of my adductors I had, he's a little small guy right here. But that's going to be my adductor brevis that I use. I kind of use color coordinating on it so it could be better. So for gold and red, I use it for the thorax and the spine. And then for the quads and pelvis, I use the dark navy yarn. But okay, so for my tensor fascia latae, its action is going to be the flexing of the hip. So it's going to flex the hip. As well too, it's going to immediately rotate the hip. Sorry about that. As well as going to be abducting the hip, so moves it out. So that's going to be his action. For his origin, actually, it's going to be here at the iliac crest, so where my blue tape is, if you can see it right there. If I could probably hopefully zoom in like that. Iliac crest right there. Posterior to the anterior superior inferior, or anterior superior iliac spine. So for that's his origin. Let's see, where's the next one? Oh, it's kind of fell off a little. Kind of moved it too hard. Okay, there we go. So for his origin, actually, it's gonna be, let's see, or his insertion, sorry. Insertion, it's gonna be at the iliotibial tract. So I kind of measured it all the way down there. So if you can see it right there. I kind of put it right here. It's the attachment site for the iliotibial tract for the tensor fascia latae. Okay, so that's for him. On to my quads. So actions of my quadriceps are going to extend the hip as well to, or actually extend the knee. But for the rectus femoris, it's actually going to flex the hip. So for my origin, my rectus femoris, he is going to be at the inferior iliac spine. So if you can see it right there, that's where it is. Sorry about that. For that one. And his insertion is going to be here at the tibial tuberosity. So I have a little tape right there. So tibial tuberosity. Sorry for the mess and stuff. I don't have a usual webcam. I'm using my phone for right now. Yeah. Okay, adductor group. So for all the adductors, just like in their title, their name, it's going to be adducting the hip, medially rotate the hip as well. But actually the gracilis is going to be assisting in the flexion in the hip and flexing the knee. Let's see. So this is my adductor brevis that I use, like I said. If you can see him, he's right here. And then this is the rear view side of him, his little attachment site. So his origin is going to actually be here in the inferior ramus of the pubis. Oh, sorry. There, I can show you. Yeah. So, right there. You can see it. Yeah. So there. And then for his insertion, actually for them, it's going to be at the pectineal line in the very back. So right here, the pectineal line, and the medial lip and the linea aspera. On to the next one. So for this one, if you see it, if he's glowing, this is going to be my bicep femoris right here. So there's two attachment sites, obviously, for the short head and long head. So let's go to the action. It's going to flex the knee as well to laterally rotate the flex knee. Actually, as well too, the long head is going to be extending the hip and assist to laterally rotate the hip. Tilt pelvis posteriorly as well. The origin of the bicep